Hi everybody, it's Nicole. Welcome back for another plan with me. Today is going to be a rewind spread for the week of February 12th through the 18th, and I have this Two Little Bees kit here. I forget what the exact name of it is called, but Maria released this last minute for Valentine's Day, and I thought it was so cute, so I purchased it for my main spread in my Erin Condren. And it's funny because I don't even celebrate Valentine's Day. Marvin and I just choose not to, but if there is a cute kit surrounding a holiday, then I'm buying it and it's going in my planner. So even though I don't celebrate Valentine's Day on a personal level, my planner sure as heck does celebrate the holiday. So this kit was too cute not to pass up, and I'm doing this in a Plan As I Go style spread this week. So I'm just putting down the bottom washi there, and I didn't point it out when I was going through the sheets, but this particular kit came with a couple of like strips of very thin washi with a bow in the center. So I just did a kind of like dual washi, and I like how that came out because it allowed for a lot of white space at the bottom, which I thought looked really nice. This kit did come with day covers, but I decided to pull in some gold foiled ones. These are from SimplyWaterColorCo, and I thought these were perfect. They had little hearts next to the days of the week, so I chose those instead. I like to usually save the Two Little Bees date covers for my spreads in my B6. Two Little Bees kits come with so many stickers that you definitely have enough to stretch over a couple of weeks. So I did this a couple of weeks ago. Unfortunately, I didn't film it, but I think it was called the Hello Winter kit or the Be Inspired kit, but I used all the full boxes in my Erin Condren, and then I used the heart checklists kind of as full boxes in my B6 spread. I laid them all across the center, and then I planned in the white space above and below it. I will link the photo down in the description box below so you can see kind of what I'm talking about, because it's hard to explain through the voiceover. I moved into my sidebar next, and the sidebar that you're going to see in a minute is completely different than the sidebar that you see at the end of this video. I tend to like my sidebars pretty simple, but there was a lot of pattern going on in this sidebar. So at some point I do rip up some of the stickers and just replace them with a little bit more subdued weekly boxes and habit trackers and things like that, just so it didn't look so cluttered. The one thing I do keep consistent is that washi that I just put down right there. I absolutely love the pattern of the little hearts with the black bows on them. I thought that was really cute, so I did keep that washi consistent throughout the sidebar. I don't think you'll see it now, but I think you'll see it at some point later on. At this point, I do rip up that work section there. I pulled in a ombre box from a leftovers that I had from StationStickers. The color wasn't spot on, but it was a pretty like blushy pink, so I thought it worked just fine. On Monday, I started off with a today header, and you'll see that I do alternate the headers up at the top. I go from today to do, just to change it up. The first thing I marked for Monday was a coffee run. I saw Lauren from Plan do this. She used one of those longer arrows and then layered the coffee sticker over top of it to mark a coffee run, which I thought was really cute. So I did the same for Monday, and then I had to shoot a text out to someone or make a call, one or the other. So I pulled in the icon from the kit, and I layered it with one of the bows from the kit as well. I absolutely love those bow stickers. I think they just like jazz up a plain sticker really nicely, and it's really cute. Underneath that, I put down one of the quarter boxes or labels there, and it had the mug on it that said "Be Mine." I thought that was perfect to mark the reports that I had to run and review. And then I put down a full box, and then underneath that I put down a to-do header in the last section there. I worked myself from the bottom up this time. I put down one of those little labels, and then I pulled in a cleaning sticker from StationStickers, and that is gold foiled. I had to clean my kitchen again on Monday afternoon. Here I pull in a phone icon to mark the same call that I marked in my today section, completely forgetting I had already marked it, so I end up swapping it off camera, but I end up putting like an email sticker there to mark that I had to do some adjustments to my work signature. And then I put a flag in the center of that box there just to remind myself that I had to follow up with a coworker on a specific project. On Tuesday, I started off with a to-do header and I just pulled in a half box and I kept it the way that it was. I love how decorative the appointment labels and the half boxes are on their own, so I really didn't have to pull in any of my own stickers, but I used that to mark a project that I had to work on. And then I was waiting for a package, so I pulled in that really cute package sticker from the extra or sampler that came with the kit. I think it was an extra sheet of like deco and things like that. So I plopped that there to mark the package that I was expecting. For some reason at this point, I thought I wanted to do all of my full boxes across the center. I do end up removing that full box and shifting it down at some point. But before that, I did put down a little thing and a gold foiled little knife and fork sticker from Jadore Planning to mark a lunch meeting that I had. I ended up alternating the boxes between the middle and bottom rows. I wanted to avoid putting any full boxes up at the top because I was afraid the date covers were going to push them down too far, and I wanted to keep the to-do and today headers as equally centered as possible. This was my first time doing a true Plan As I Go style spread in the new Erin Condren, and I don't think I was feeling it that much. I think what I'm going to do next time is just place all the headers down so I know what spacing I'm working with. I think I like putting down all the full boxes ahead of time and then putting in my plans rather than putting down the full boxes as I go along with my plans. At some point I did do a transition, and as you can see, my sidebar is completely reworked now. I'm much happier with the sidebar and the way that it ended up rather than all of those patterns throughout the sidebar. Back onto the plans, I put down a today header and then one of the appointment labels to mark a meeting that I had, and then I had to collect some signatures on some forms. So I pulled in a quarter box and there was a really cute pen sticker that came as part of the deco, so I just laid that across the appointment label horizontally, and then I put down a gold foiled trash sticker from Jadore Planning to remind myself that it was trash night, because after having moved, my trash night is different now and I keep forgetting to put out my garbage. Moving on to Wednesday, I started off with my header at the top, and now I'm just placing my full backs in the center there. To mark Valentine's Day, I wanted to pull in one of my sheets from PaperPrincess. I purchased a couple of sheets that she had offered about a month back, so I chose this one holding her balloons, but I end up removing her because she didn't quite fit in with the kit. I pulled in another PaperPrincess that I thought worked much better. I keep her there for now, but I think by the end of the day I do swap her out. I'm waiting out the boxes here a little bit because I had 3 meetings that I wanted to bullet point, so I pulled in a piece of washi and a gold foiled sticker from RoseColoredDaze. I think I pull in an important one, and then I bullet my meetings with 3 of the dots that came as part of the 2 Little Bees kit. I try and avoid writing on whiteout as much as possible in my spreads. Sometimes it's inevitable because I don't like the way I write something on white space, but I knew I wasn't going to fit all 3 of my meetings within that first box there. So unfortunately, I did end up having to write on the whiteout within that space there. In a moment here, I am going to use some undo to pull up that PaperPrincess. Lots of undo was being used during this spread this week, but that's okay. That's what it's there for. So I pulled in a sampler that I received with my order, and it's a girl in a really pretty pink dress holding a heart, and I thought she just worked a little bit better with the spread overall. So I just replaced her to mark Valentine's Day on Wednesday, and then in my to-do section I had to do some things on the computer, so I put down that laptop sticker that came with the kit. And then at the end of the night, Marvin and I just cooked dinner together. We made burrito bowls, super romantic Valentine's dinner, I know. So I put down a cupcake and a little bow to mark that we cooked together. Flipping over to the second half of the week, I did end up just getting all of my full boxes down and out of the way. I like having that visual there again so I know what white space that I'm working with. And then moving back to Thursday, I did start off with a to-do header, and I pulled in that really cute little paper clip with the flower on top of it to mark a project I had to work on, but I ended up just shifting it down a little bit because I forgot to note that I had to pack the 2 dogs that I was watching. I was dog sitting Thursday through Saturday, so They were my boss's dogs, actually, so he let me bring them to the office. So I wanted to remind myself that I had to just get up a little bit earlier to pack my things and pack all of the dogs' things and get them to work so I could be on time. And then I just shifted that little paper clip down a little bit. Underneath that, I put down a label with the decorative bow on top that came with the little like freebie sampler, and I used that to mark a call and an email that I had to send. And then I put down my today header, and then I pulled in a little label again to mark one of the meetings that I had that day. I also pulled in another gold foiled icon from PlanningWorld. I just wanted to remind myself that my boss was leaving that day for a vacation. And then at the bottom, I put down a flag sticker, and I used that to mark a little date night that Marvin and I went on. To jazz it up a little bit, I did pull in some of the deco that came with the kit. I did take the day off Friday since my boss was going to be out of town. I figured it'd be a nice day to kind of just hang out with the dogs that I was watching and relax. So to mark my day off, I took a little strip with that bow there. And then I wanted to list a bunch of the videos that I wanted to film or start filming. So I put a little things header down and a 3-heart checklist. And then I put the camera icon that came in with the kit down to note filming. I also had my main plan with me spread, or my pre-plan with me spread for the week of Valentine's Day, go up on Friday. So I put down a little thing and a gold foiled bow icon from WhiteDeerStationary. I also had a nail appointment that day, so to mark that, I pulled in one of the flags that came with the kit and my favorite nail polish bottles from PlanningRoses. Next, I put down a to-do header, and then I just started planning from the top of the full box up. I put down another little thing, and I layered a paw print icon from the PlannerJunkie over top of that. I pulled in that little peach color there just to mark that I took the dogs down for a walk at the park near me. And then after my nail appointment, I did grab a coffee, so I pulled in the extra coffee cup sticker that came with the kit to mark that. On Saturday, I started my day with laundry, so I put down this PaperPrincess that I got off of a sampler from her shop, but I do end up putting her on a full box when I go and write everything in. There was just a little bit too much white space there. And then I put down a label with a bow on it to mark that the dogs were getting picked up sometime that afternoon. I was very sad to see them go. And then I put down a today header underneath of that full box. I pulled in a piece of deco to mark a lazy day. It was just a stack of books with a vase of flowers on that. I thought that was a pretty way to mark that I did absolutely nothing that day. Marvin and I were so lazy. Underneath that, I tried to fit, or I think I do end up fitting, no, I don't. Oh yeah, I guess I do. I end up fitting a half box underneath that. What did we do that night? I'm trying to think. Why did I put that half box there? Oh, I remember. Marvin and I ended up going out that night just for a couple of drinks because we had done absolutely nothing all day and we wanted to feel like human beings. So we just got out of the house for a little bit, and to decorate it a little bit, I pulled in some sunglasses from the kit. On Sunday, I ended up sleeping in a little bit. Sleeping in for me is like waking up at 8:30. My mind just starts going and I can't sleep anymore. So I slept until 8:30, and to mark that, I pulled in a really cute piece of that cupcake washi from the kit and layered a sleep in sticker from MyNewestAddiction over top of that. I did end up going to yoga that day, so I put down a flag from the kit and I layered the dumbbell icon over top of that to mark that I did go to the gym. Marvin and I did end up going to lunch with a friend that day, so to mark that, I just pulled in the half box with that paper clip and the flower on top of it. I didn't use anything else to decorate it because I thought that was cute on its own. And then underneath that, I put down a to-do header and I pulled in the shopping bag icon that came with the kit. We did run to Target to pick up a few items for the house, and then I pulled in another label and I layered the meal icon over top of that, or the fork and knife icon over top of that to mark meal prepping for the night. And with that, you guys, this spread is complete. I love how this turned out. I feel like I could have played with this kit in so many different ways. I wish I bought two to kind of do different things with different spreads, but I absolutely love this kit. I hope she re-releases it next year because I will totally purchase it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll chat with you all in my next video. Bye, guys.